Most valued student, my name is Confident and welcome to our quick revision. And in this section I'm bringing you the maths that you must know. This is mainly what I'm bringing as the basics of mathematics, and you need to definitely know some of the foundations that will make your maths not to become a problem. So I'm just bringing you here for those who are doing their mathematics N1, and also from those who are doing their maths from grade 9. It is very important for you to lay a proper foundation so that you don't struggle, especially with your algebra. One thing I'll tell you is, if you put your algebra right, then everything in your mathematics is going to fall in place. Now, before we start, I'll encourage you to subscribe to our channel, as well as ensure that the notification bell is turned on so that you can be notified every time we post a new video. And also, if you've got friends and colleagues who are also you want them to benefit from this channel, don't forget to forward this channel to them, share the channel to them, and most importantly, I need you to give me your comments. I need you to give me your ideas. I need you to ask me questions. You guys, especially after watching a channel, if you've got something that you want to contribute, something that you want to say, leave comments below. It helps me to know that there are people at the other side of the channel who are benefiting from this. So if you just leave us a comment, leave us an idea, leave us some suggestions, those are greatly appreciated. Now, quick one, as I say, this is a short lesson. I just want to bring you the basics. This is the question here. It says we need to remove the brackets and simplify. Look at this question. It's from a previous paper in mathematics N1, and it says I need, number one, I must remove the brackets. So that's the first part. After removing the brackets, I need to go on and simplify. So it's 3 marks, but you need to be careful exactly to say, what do I do in that case? So for me here, let me just expand this. As I said, I need first to remove the brackets. So let us remove the brackets, as we need to do that first. Now, to remove the brackets, what I need to do, if you check carefully here, the 2 or the negative 2, there is a bracket, meaning the negative 2 is affecting that x, and the negative 2 is also affecting that 3. That is what they mean when they say remove the bracket. But not only this negative x, after the bracket we also have this particular x also, which is affecting that and which is also affecting that. So how do you go about when you want to simplify that? It's simpler. What it means is, if you look at this minus 2 and you look at that x, you can rewrite this and say this can be rewritten as minus 2x into x plus 3, and then you've got plus 2x. That is all that they wanted to confuse you in that part, to say you needed just to make sure that the part here which you needed to bring into mind was this minus 2 and this x. They are all multiplying what is inside. Therefore, you can bring them together as minus 2x into x plus 3. Now, because we have done that, we can redo the same thing that we did to say this minus 2x is multiplying that x, and this minus 2x is multiplying the 3. So you see what we mean to say, when you're multiplying now, the negative 2x is taken as one thing. So what you have is minus 2x, and then you say times x, and minus 2x times 3, and then you're saying plus. Now the plus, meaning the plus is separating this side and that side, that other side. That's what the plus mean. It means you need to either add, as you can see here, or separate. So it's separating these two. So when I have done that, I have here equal to, then I have to multiply minus 2x times x. Now the x times x, remember, it's minus 2. If you say x times another x, these are exponents, guys. it's x squared. Now some are confused. If you say x plus x and x times x, they get confused. Now if I say x plus x, there is a 1 there and there is a 1 there. It means 1 plus 1, which is 2, but it's 2x. You see the difference there? So if I say cow, 1 cow plus 1 cow, I get 2 cows. You see what I'm trying to do? So if I remove now the word cow, I say 1c plus 1c, c standing for cows, I get 2c. But now if I multiply, it's a different story now. If I say x times x, even if there is a 1 and a 1, 1 times 1 is simple 1, and the x times x now is the one that becomes x squared. So if I say 1 cow times 1 cow, it's not practical in real life. That's where we are saying if you multiply a cow and a cow, it doesn't make sense. Then you get what we call cow squared, which is c squared. So don't get that confused. As I say, these are basics that I'm laying here so that you don't make errors. Now, I've done the first part. The second part says minus 2x times 3. You are looking at minus 2 multiplying the 3. Those are the numbers you must multiply. So minus 2 times 3. If you are struggling, just take your calculator and multiply. Negative 2 times 3. You see it's negative 6. The negative is more powerful there. It's minus 6. But don't forget you had an x. So it's minus 6x. And you have this remaining part which is plus 2x. Are you seeing that? Then that is what they meant when they say remove the brackets. We have removed the brackets. The second part now says we need to simplify. Simplify here means we need to collect like terms. Collect the things that are similar. Now what makes them similar is these variables x, that is x squared, this is x, and this is x. If you look at the 3, you can see, because these are separated, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. They are separated by the negative sign here and the positive sign. So which ones are the same? You can see that the 2 and the 3 are the same. Why? Because they've got x and they've got x. But they are not similar to that because of the squared. You see that? So don't get that mixed up. So now when you are simplifying this part, it's also not difficult. If I say minus 6x plus 2x, let me give a scenario. If I say to you, you are adding 2 cows plus 3 cows, what you're going to get is you're going to say 2 plus 3, which is equal to 5 cows. Again, if I say to you now, you are adding minus 6x plus 6x, if I say minus 6 cows, which is not practical, plus 2 cows, now what you need to do, you can use your calculator here to say, I'm adding minus 6 plus 2, so that the negative is the one that will confuse you there. You are getting minus 4. So you are having here negative 4, but remember you're dealing with cows, so it's negative 4 cows. Same thing, minus 6x plus 2x is equal to minus 4x there. So what you have here is negative is equal to negative 2x squared, because there is nothing common with that part. And then at the end of the day, we managed to simplify that to give us minus 4x. The question was, number 1, we need to open the bracket, remove the bracket, and simplify. So we have managed to remove the bracket and we simplify. Don't be tempted to go further from here. Why? Because there is nothing common that you can add. There is nothing common that you can subtract. This is x squared. This is x to the power of 1. The fact that the powers are different, it means they are totally different things. So that is the first part, guys, on our basics. Let us move on again to looking at the next question. It says simplify the following without using a calculator by using exponential laws. Let's look at it in detail. We need first to simplify the following, and it says without using a calculator. Of course, it's difficult to use a calculator in X, Y, and Z, but I'll show you how you can test that. And then by using what? Exponential laws. So there are laws that you have to use there. It's 3 marks, and just want to show you how easy it is sometimes to answer some of these questions. So this is what you have, and you do not have to panic now whenever you are given something like this and then you think that is actually something very complicated. It is not complicated. You just need to know some basics. Look at this. This x has a power minus 4, the y has a power of 1 over 4, and the z have a power of 1. It is hidden there, but there is a power of 1. So what you are actually doing is you are taking this 4, remember the brackets means you are multiplying even in exponents, so it means take this 4, go and multiply it with that minus 4, take that other 4, go and multiply it there, and take the 4 and multiply it there. So what are we having? We are going to have this as x to the power minus 4 times that exponent 4, and then you have got also y to the power 1 over 4 times the 4, and then you've got z to the power 1 times the 4. You can put the dot in between to show that this is being multiplied. That is the main thing that they wanted from you. Now with a calculator, what is minus 4 times 4? I know you can do that mentally, but students make a lot of errors trying to use their mental. They'll say minus 4 times 4, then they get 8, which is 4 plus 4 instead of negative 16. So this is x to the power negative 16 times y, and then again use a calculator. 1 over 4 times 4, it's 1, but use the calculator, which is 1 over 4 times 4. You get that, so which is a 1, and then you get your z to the power 1 times 4. That one is simply a 4. This is the answer, guys. You get 3 marks for that. It is basic, but you need to know what you're doing. Now let's say you want to test your answer in a way just to make sure that you did the right thing. So let's look at this part whereby we call it testing. So now when you're testing your answer, you come this side and choose any values of x, y, and z that you can think of in your mind. For example, let me make x be equal to 2, let me make y be equal to 3, and let me make z be equal to 4. So 2, 3, 4. Same thing here, I'll make it 2, there I'll make it 3, and there I'll make a 4. Now if I substitute in the calculator, I must get the same answer here, and I must get the same answer there. If the answers are matching, it means I'm doing the right thing. So let's start by the first one. Remember, it's a bracket. X, we say it is 2 to the power of negative 4 times, and then y, we say it is 3 to the power of 1 over 4. Remember, choose any numbers of your choice just to test, times z is 4. We said, let's say it before, and that close the bracket, and everything is to the power of 4. If you do that, look at what I'm getting. I'm getting 3 over 256. Remember that number, 3 over 256. I'm going to do it also in the final answer that I got to see if I get the same answer. So I've got here x, which was my 2 to the power negative 16, and then times y, which is times 3, times z, which is 4 to the power of 4. It was 3 over 256. Look at the answer. It matches my first and the final answer. It means my simplification. Remember the question, it says simplify the following without using a calculator. Now I'm using the calculator to prove, but I'm using exponential laws. Guys, this is what they mean. You get 3 marks, and how are they gonna allocate your marks? They will mark you. Remember, it's 3 marks. Of course, the final answer will have 1 mark, but in here you are going to get your 2 marks for doing the right things here. You might find that they give a half there, they give a half there, they give a half there, and yeah, they can give a half, but mainly the aim is to come up with the final simplification of everything. They give a half, which is in total 2 marks. Okay, now let us look at the final one for today. I'll be doing a series of these videos for the basics that are very important, but students sometimes they get it confused. It says, the question here, you need to factorize, fully factorize the following expression. Now, if they say fully factorize, it means do not leave your answer incomplete. Don't partial factorize, but go to the end. Now, what do you do in that case? It's 3 marks again. Look at this question. It's not complicated. You just needed to know what to do. First of all, let us look at what is inside the brackets. We have got the x plus y. We have got the x plus y. Factorizing means take out what is common. So you can see that x plus y and x plus y is already common. So I'm going to take it out as x plus y. Since it's in brackets, I'm also going to maintain the brackets. Now, when I've taken out as the brackets, what is remaining? I'm left with that part and I'm left with that part. Now, because there are two of them separated by a negative, I have to also open another bracket and write them as they are, which is 2a squared minus 3a. That is what they mean when they say I need to factorize, guys. This is exactly the same thing you need to do in your final exam. Take out what is common, which is x plus y, and then from there, look at what is remaining, which is, if I take out that, I'll be left with that. If I take out this part, I'll be left with that. When we are factorizing also, what we are simply doing is we are actually dividing in a way. So if I took out x plus y, it means I'm dividing by x plus y here, and I'm dividing by x plus y, so that when that cancels, and when that cancels, look what you're having. You're having 2a squared minus 3, and then you put it in brackets also. But the question was clear. It says you need to fully factorize. So when you go on further, you will identify that we have in the second bracket, it's 2 and 3. There is nothing common there. But look at the variables. I've got a squared, and then I've got a. If it's not showing any power, it means it's to the power 1. So the fact that I'm mentioning a twice, a squared, a, it means the a there is common. So what you need to do, you need to take out the a. I just want to show you now something here. If I have 2a squared minus 3a, so what I need, as I said, I'm repeating the same letter twice. 2a squared minus 3a. You can see, we can hear the a is being repeated twice. So I'm going to take out an a, or since I see that a is repeating here, between the a squared and the a1, you take out the smallest power. So which means I'll divide by a and I'll divide by a. A by default is a to the power 1. You don't have to write that. So you look at the smallest power. That is the one that you're going to use to divide. So look at the first one. When I divide this a into the a squared, now a squared is same as 2a times a. So it means you cancel one of them and only one will remain. So it means from 2, 1 will remain. So it's 2a. And then in the second one, the a will cancel the a to be left with minus 3. So that is what it means when we're saying a is common. You are actually dividing. But how do you now work it out? So what you're saying is you're going to take out the a, which I was dividing with here. You don't just divide in this case. Remember I told you, when you factorize, it's like you're dividing, but you ended up taking it out there. So you take the a, bracket our x plus y, but when we're taking the a, we're taking it from there and from there. So when you open the brackets, it's what is remaining here, which is 2a minus, and what is remaining there, which is minus 3. So guys, that is what it means when they say you need to fully factorize. So the final answer is a, x plus y, and then 2a minus 3. So this is what we have done to say we have fully factorized this expression. So because of time, I could have proved it for you, but this is the basics, guys, that I want you to understand. These are 3 marks. These are 4 marks, these are 2 marks, which you cannot afford to lose. So I'll be doing, as I said, a series of videos. Ensure you subscribe, ensure you turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every time such videos are being posted. I wish I'll see you again in the next lesson. Thank you.